Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Coaching from the Couch. I'm Matt Gregory. Today, we're here for the final installment of my conversation with Beth and Darin from Darin Ranker Architects. And today, we're going to be diving into what current industry trends are. So why don't we jump right to that? Beth, what are some of the industry trends you're seeing right now?
In respect to finishes or to program requirements?
Oh, that's a good one. Why don't we start with program requirements?
Program requirements. So the tenants, before COVID, everybody was into this huge open office concept. Well, as that started happening, people started realizing that sound was an issue and have gone back to a lot more private offices in addition to workspaces versus everything being so open. The post-COVID program requirements, a lot of tenants are requiring additional lounge spaces. They're actually spending a little bit more money on break room spaces to try to bring back their employees to the office.
So instead of it being more of like open workstations, it's more of like community and culture type collaborative spaces.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
The other thing we're seeing now that we're back to more private offices is a lot more glass.
Yes.
Yeah,
natural light.
Yeah, natural light. Yeah.
Natural light.
Darin, what are some of the biggest misconceptions about your world?
Oh, there are many, Matt. Architects only draw pretty pictures. Not true. We only care about aesthetics and not function. Not true. Function plays a very important role in our designs. We have unlimited freedom in our designs. No, we are very restricted by building codes that seem to get more enforced and restricted every day. We over-design without keeping a budget in mind. Not at DRA, no. That's the first thing we look at, which I want to go back to the design-build process, why I think that's very important. Because we can, as a team, like I said, understand a budget and design to it.
Yeah, that's important. I mean, because you can draw the prettiest picture you want, but if it costs twice as much as their budget, it's not going to become a reality. Right?
That's right.
Yeah. So of all of the things we've talked about, all of the terminology we defined and talking about timelines and delays and industry trends, if someone was starting a project right now, what advice would you give them?
Start sooner than you think you should, and definitely have a good understanding of the needs of your space, what environment you're trying to create for your employees.
Yeah, that's great advice. And how about you, Darin?
I would add to hers, define your needs from a programming standpoint and your wants separately. Establish a reasonable budget, and communication is a priority in our business. Keep an open line of communication at all times.
That's great advice for really any industry, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed this 4-part series and you understand the role architects play in helping get transactions completed. You also understand how valuable of a resource folks like Darin and Beth could be. I encourage you to reach out to them as early as possible in the process. The sooner you can get your clients in front of a professional design team, the more their objectives are going to be achieved. So thanks again for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you all of you for tuning in, and look forward to talking with you all next time.